Okay, hello everybody, I'm Darmilio on the server of the Pokemon MMO 3D. I wanted to make a tier list for Pokemon for PvP. I will take in consideration some things. First, the type of the Pokemon, second, the nature, and, and I want to take in consideration the pre-evolved Pokemon. I will just go for final forms. Another thing to say is that I will consider also the move pool. And the last thing is how I decided to do this tier. The S tier will be like the most overwhelming Pokemon in the game that can defeat any Pokemon. The second tier will be a Pokemon that can defeat most of matches very well, very easily with just some skill. You can do like wipe a lot of a team or a lot of Pokemon. High A tier will be Pokemon that are extremely good but has some counters, so you can't rely of using them for almost every match. A low A tier are Pokemon that are very good in the game, but at the same time you will need to have some skill to play with them because you can you can you can be defeated if you play them wrong. B tier just are decent Pokemon to play, but I don't suggest to go on that on PvP because there are better options. And C tier are bad Pokemon. The last is that no experience, I don't know, so I won't take in consideration those Pokemons I don't know because I've never played them. I want to say that this is only my experience in the game. I'm not doing um, another thing that say my experience. So if you have a different thing about it, feel free to put in on comments or tell me to me in the game, right? So let's start. Venusaur. Venusaur is here. It's low A tier. For being a grass type, it's not too good because their grass skills are not extremely good. Can throw two lines of Razor Leaf instead of one, but that's not all for making just a good grass type. It's very hard to hit with them and with Leech Seed. The only reliable skill, to be honest, is Takedown, and then use Sweet Scent to lose speed for the opponent. So that's it. You should go on a big size with this one, and I only suggest to go with an adamant. It has very good stats, but that's all. Let's go with Charizard. Charizard is low A tier. It's almost here, to be honest. It's almost high A tier because right now it's very good. It's very good. The change of flamethrower seems pretty well. Slash in Unreal is changed. It's different before that, like in Unity, so you can hit very easily right now. Flamethrower and slash. You also have Scary Face and a Smoke Scream to make some plays, some go around that. It's okay Pokemon, it's an okay Pokemon. The only issue is that it's a flying type. If it wasn't a flying type, it will be here, but it's a flying type. Electric type are too boosted in this game, so it's here. Blastoise. Blastoise is tier S. It's not here, but it's almost here, to be honest. It's one of the best Pokemon in the game. Has two cannons, so can shoot two water gun or two water pulse at the same time. Water pulse is not a reliable skill to play in PvP, for me at least in this meta, but water gun is extremely good, can defeat a lot of Pokemons, has very high defenses, decent speed, has tackle to get speed, has a Skull Bash that is has a, like 1000 damage base. Um, Very good attack, very good defense. You can go on different natures. I suggest to go something about a relaxed nature, and well, that's all. Um, just a perfect Pokemon for PvP, one of the best of the game. Butterfree is bad, has bad moveset. The only good move is just Flamethrower. It's bad stats. It's not good for PvP. You can be defeated very easily. Beedrill the same as Butterfree. It's a little better than Butterfree, but it's the same. Uh, you can go modest with this one. And with this one, you should go Adamant or Jolly. It's bad, just has bad move pool, bad stats. It's not good. I want to say with these three Pokemons that the size you go with all of them is big. Charizard could change, but I suggest to go on big because it's easier to hit the slash and easier to hit um, flamethrower because it's bigger size, big flamethrower. Okay, Pidgeot. Pidgeot is decent. It's not wow. Has It's very big to be honest, but uh, to be in a flying type is just bad, at least at the moment. The normal skills are tackle and quick attack. It's not too bad and has gust. It's okay, but doesn't it's not the best flying type in the game, and it's not too impressive at the moment of PP. It's just okay. Just okay. I like it. It's just okay. Raticate is extremely good at PvP. Could be here also. It's like a little Sneasel, but not too good as a Sneasel because it just has bite to hit to 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 uh, to to make sure you will hit. So it's very fast and it's very good. Very if you have a tiny one, it's really cool. An adamant tiny one, you could do a lot of things. I think it's good. It's good to play. Very well played. Could be here to be honest, but it's very strange to find someone that plays it very well or that plays Raticate at least. So I put here. Um, Firo, I don't know. I think it's bad, but I don't know. Arbok has a very good moveset. I've never seen one playing Arbok to be honest, but has a very good moveset. At least decent stats, not defense. Defense is very bad. So maybe it could be here to be honest, but I don't know, so I put it here. But if you want to try, I think could be here. That's all. Okay, let's go with Raichu. Raichu is here. Raichu is for me S tier, A tier. I mean, it's very good. It's not as good as Electabuzz, but it's an electric type. Has not too much weakness. Just ground type. Ground type in this game are just two Pokemon that has ground type attacks that are Marowak or Cubone and Diglett, and no one uses Pokemon, so you have no problems with that Pokemon. So it's a very good Pokemon. You can rely on Thunderbolt, and doing quick attack plus agility and avoid everything, and continue doing this until you kill all the Pokemon you can. So it's very good. Of course, a ground type will be a problem like Rhydon because you won't be hitting that uh, that skills. So that's why it's not an S tier to be honest, but has a decent speed and decent special attack, so it's good. Sandro is okay, just good defense, good attack, a little slow. You can do some things, but I prefer another. To be honest, I prefer another Pokemon. If Sandro maybe do like Fury swipes on something and had Sandstorm, but I think the best one is Nidoqueen to do that. So Nidoqueen is fair better. Nidoqueen is almost here to be honest. Nidoqueen is almost S tier. It's high A tier. It's one of the best A tier in the game. Um, it's very good. Has an amazing move pool. Crunch plus tail whip plus bite. Um, has very good defenses, decent speed, very good attack. It's the typing is like it's like a little Tyranitar. Tyranitar is like slightly better in almost every cases, and Nidoqueen is better just when you than Tyranitar when you play against an electric type because the ground type. But it's really good in almost every match, so you can do a lot of things. Very hard to kill. I like it. I like it. So you're going to have problems with psychic types, of course. Maybe with one water type like this, but you can even face a Starmie. You can face maybe a Slowbro. So it's cool. It's cool. It's very cool. Um, Nidoqueen is just Nidoking. I mean, it's just okay. That's all. Has taken down a Horn Drill with focus energy. It's okay. you can do a lot of damage, but it's not worried that you are going to hit that skills because they are not easy to hit or to land. And you have less defenses. So to do this, what this Pokemon does, it's better to have a Rhydon. Rhydon is still very amazing. This is like the bad version of Rhydon. So that's all. Clefairy. Clefairy is bad for me. Has no fairy moves. The only attack move is double slap. Very hard to train. Very hard in PvP. Decent defenses. That's all. You don't have special attacks. I don't have experience with it, to be honest. I never saw one to use it, but I think it's very bad. Very bad at the moment. Ninetales. Ninetales is decent, but as a fire type, there are better options. It's just fast and has flamethrower. And you can do some things with Confuse Ray, like reducing HP or prevent healing, but that's all. Okay, Golbat. Um, I want to say that with this Pokemon, with Ninetales, with Eradicate and with Raichu, you should go little size. With this one, the Butterfree and Beedrill, I think you should go on small size. All those Pokemons, and the other Pokemons you should go big size because will be easier to hit. Big size has big attacks of hitbox, big hitbox like for example Flamethrower is bigger, and Crunch has a lot of more range. So uh, that's the thing. Okay, Golbat. I mean Crobat because Golbat is like here is Crobat. Okay, Crobat is okay. I think it's better than all of this. Um, but it's like that. It's like here, but it doesn't have a good stab move, so it's not good. If this Pokemon would have like a poison attack and a flying attack that were physical, will be here or almost here. I don't know, but here it's not so good. The electric type will destroy because it's flying type. Psychic type's extremely good in this game, so it's decent, just decent. You can't use it too much. Vileplume, I think is Vileplume. I think it's around here and here. I don't really know where it is, but to be honest, has very good skills. The only problem is very big, so you will have like some problems um, because you are going to be hit. But has sweet scent and just recover a lot of health with the skills. I think he's here. I don't think could reach here because the skills you have to stand up and be in the place, not moving to get the recovery back, so it's not as good. It's the same as Velosom. Velosom I think could be just a little better. Let me check where is Velosom here. Um, Velosom could be just a little bit better for the only reason that it's smaller. That's all. That's all. Because both have the same attack. Bloom has more special attack and Velosom has more special defense. But this is the only reason. If this Pokemon could have like another attacks, would be very good. Would be here. Would be here. Maybe here. But no, just right now it's okay. It's okay. I think this Pokemon, this Velosom, it's nearly this range, right? But it will struggles a lot with some Pokemon like flying type, fire type, ice type. So um, it's okay to leave it here. Okay, Parasect is decent. It's not bad. It's like the bad version of Kabutops. To be honest, has a slash, Mega Drain, and has Leech Life. Mega Kabutops has the same attacks, almost the same attacks, and hardened, so it's better. It has a bad typing. Fire types will destroy you. You are super slow. You are going to be dead in seconds against a flamethrower. So it's okay. It's okay. I really like this Pokemon, but it's okay, just not good. I don't know about Venomoth, to be honest. Never play against it. I played, I think, once, and I killed it once in just with a psychic. So I don't know, to be honest, good is it? Persian it's an okay Pokemon, has free swipe, screech and slash. You can do a lot of things with that, and has swift, like a little coverage, but it's just normal attack. So you will have you have bite too. It's okay. Just it's okay. Um, it's not especially good. Just okay. You can be very fast. Use I think you should use if you find a little size would be perfect, but going a big size would be also good because you are going to hit more bites, um, and you have it, and yeah, bites, that's all, and free swipes. Okay, Ductrio. Ductrio for me I think is here. Lower tier could be better. Yeah, has low defenses. If you find the small size would be very difficult to kill. Has a slash and magnitude. Could deal with a lot of Pokemon if you play it correctly. Has a little bad counter that is itself. The thing that it can't jump is a problem, so you has less chances to do plays. So it's okay, but it will never go over here. Just here. This is the peak of this Pokemon at the moment. Um, Golduck, I think is bad. It's like a Feraligatr, but bad. I never play against it. I prefer Feraligatr to be honest, but I don't know. Poliwrath, never play against him, but it's bad for me because it doesn't have just attacks. That's all. Politoed, um, I don't know, maybe I don't know those Pokemons, but this one has no attacks, no physical attacks, just double slap I think, and this one just has water gun. So maybe I don't know if it has. I think it has two ray dance, but you need more to be better as a water type. There's nothing that can compare to Blastoise to be honest, or to be near Blastoise. No, not a water type at all in this meta. Primip. Primip is okay. It's okay, but we'll have some troubles. It's psychic type, but it's okay. Has decent speed, decent attack, and well, low defenses. You can do some things with the Pokemon, but it's not wow. With this Pokemon, you can face all these Pokemons. Maybe not this one, because this is too fast. But all these Pokemon, you can face them. But that's all. This it's just at the very end of the B tier, so it's almost C tier to be honest. So keep that in mind. Um, Arcanine. Arcanine is an A tier, high A tier, of course. It's very good. Has bite, has takedown, has hit wave. Hit wave is a very good skill. You can do a lot of things. It's like almost with Moltres are the best fire Pokemons in the game. Um, the thing that is only a fire type is very good because you don't have too much weakness. Has very good defense and it's very speedy because agility and takedown just by itself is fast. So find a big size of this one and smash everything. It's very good. Um, Alakazam. Alakazam is okay. It's not perfect, just okay. Has dark, has hidden power in dark and psychic. You can do some things with teleport. You can avoid a lot of things. Play it correctly. It's very good. It's very good, but will struggle with a lot of matches. So keep that in mind. Um, this one, this one is very good. It's very good. Is the almost the best fighting type in the game. I don't think it's the best, but has a very big defense and speed and attack. I mean, um, hits very hard. You can defeat easily just a rock type Pokemon and a steel type, a normal type, an ice type. So it's very good, very good. Victreebel I think is very bad, but I don't know. I never tested. Golem is okay. It's okay because it has explosion. Maybe you can give it in the use. It hits very hard, has very big defense. Always go with a big size here. A an adamant or an impregnator. It's okay with that. Okay, let's see. Rapidash. I don't know. I don't know. Slowbro is very good in this game. Very good. I really like it. Has a very good move pool and very good defense and special defense. The only thing is has bad speed, but you have tackle, so you can get a little speed by that. So it's okay. It's very good. It's very good. Curse is a very good movement, so you can avoid some things using course. And the Slowking, I'm looking for a Slowking right here. It's here. Okay, Slowking is just the same as a Slowbro, but it can have water pulse instead of water gun and learns rain dance that the Slowbro doesn't. Mm, I think it is still slower is better because this meta is more physical moves than special moves. So I think slower is slightly better. But it's a very good Pokemon. You should look for tiny Pokemon of this one to avoid hits. And for me, at least, this is what I think. And well, going for a modest nature would be perfect. Or modest or bold for this one, and modest or calm for this one. Um, okay, let's see. Magneton is okay. It's very skilled Pokemon to be honest because Subcannon is very slow and Thundershock. It's okay. That's all. Mm, the Steel type makes it very good. Electric type, of course, makes it very good. I really like this Pokemon, but it's hard to use. Anyways, has a lot of special attack, good physical defense. So you keep that in mind that I don't suggest to use it on PvP because it's hard to use. If you want to go on electric type, just go on Raichu or Electabuzz is better. Both both of them are better. Okay, Dodrio. Okay, let's talk about Dodrio. Dodrio is another TRS Pokemon. It can defeat almost everyone in TRS because it's too speedy, it's almost unhittable. Uh, it has the advantage that hits by 3 Peck, Growl, and Fury attack. So if you can defeat a Blastoise with this Pokemon, just throwing Fury attacks and trying to use Peck when it will not going to hit you. Growl is an insane skill because it lowers your attack like by around 100 damage, physical damage. So it's really insane. It has agility, it's very fast. And Peck is the only flying Pokemon that is reliable to use in flying type because Peck is 3 times its damage. So Peck damage is 250. So multiplied by 3 will be 750. That's the base damage, and just add the stab. You are above 1000 damage. So you are hitting with Peck more than with a takedown. It's very good. I really like this Pokemon. It's very unbalanced, but I really like it. So it's cool. It's cool. Farfetch, I don't know. I think it's bad. Mook, bad. Very hard to train. Very bad skills. It has I don't just has good stats, but in this game hasn't the move pool to be competitive. So it's bad. Cloyster is okay. Cloyster is just okay. Impossible to win against a special type Pokemon, will destroy you in seconds. It's okay for dealing with physical Pokemon. Has a bad move pool. Just Ice Beam is the only skill that is good with this Pokemon, but this Pokemon is also has a little more physical damage than special damage, and Ice Beam has a lot of CDR, like 15 seconds, so it's okay just to play. But I, if you want an ice type, just go Articuno, to be honest. Um, let's talk about Gengar. Gengar is bad, very bad. Um, the only skill of Gengar is that is good is Spite. Um, if it is at the bottom of this list, or maybe it is here, so I think here, so I will put it here because you can do some things because you are a ghost type and you are immune to some things, but um, and the shadow ball could do something, but that's all. So I think it's that. Onyx, I don't know, I don't play against an Onyx. um, Hypno is low A tier, very good. Has a problem that only has psychic moves and poison gas that is a poison move, so you can't face dark type, so it's bad for that. But it's okay. You can deal with a lot of them with a lot of matches. You can defeat all these Pokemons with I know. Maybe not this one, but all of these Pokemon you can deal with Abno. So I think Abno is around here. Okay. Um, Kingler. Kingler is very decent. I like it. Has a very good move pool, has Metal Claw and Crab Hammer. Crab Hammer has a stab, is a 950 damage base with a stab is more than a takedown, so it's very good. The only problem with this Pokemon has low special defense and is very slow, not extremely slow, but it's slow, so you don't have a way to approach the opponent. You can go on Jolly one to try to hit someone, but it's okay. It's very big Pokemon also, so if you found a big size, you will be like very big Pokemon, and you can have a very big hitbox. But I don't know how good it is on PvP. I just tested once, so I don't really know. But I think this Pokemon could deal with a lot of Pokemon like Rhydon and Golem, and maybe against the Charizard and some Pokemon like this one. But I'm not sure, to be honest. Um, so I will leave it here. Okay, Electro is bad move pool, bad attacks. The only good about the Electro is fast and is electric type, but it's bad. So don't use Electro to fight. Execute. Execute is decent because has confusion. That's all. The rest is bad. Just has confusion and barrage are the only attacks of this Pokemon. Confusion is okay, and that's all. The rest, the bad typing, poor moves, very slow. Just has a lot of special attack. With a better move pool could be like here, but I don't think more than that because the typing. Um, Marowak is okay, just okay. Nothing too special, to be honest. Um, has at least some ground attacks, so could do something. Hitmonlee, I don't know, don't have experience. Okay, Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan is a beast. I think Hitmonchan, because of the mood pool, is here, or is here, or is here. I will put it in tier S because it's very good. Has a lot of coverage, can deal with a lot of matches. Of course, struggles with this Pokemon, with psychic type, but all fighting type has this problem. So there's no difference. This Pokemon has 4 attacks that has a secondary effect, like Thunder Punch. Can you have a chance to stun Ice Punch, you have a chance to lower speed like for 2 seconds. Fire Punch has a chance to make an explosion that deals 3 times a damage, just a flat damage. And then Revenge used to have like a boost of damage every time you hit it. So I don't know if it is right now like that, but it's very good. I play against this Pokemon a few times. It's very good, and not an adamant nature, just a decent nature. So imagining an adamant nature will be very cool. Has agility, you can move very fast, and has mega punch. Like just for if you want to hit something else, if you don't have the CDRs, okay, it's good. It's good. It's very good. I really like it. Um, we seen. I don't know. I think it's bad, but I don't know. Lickington, of course, I don't know. Never play against it. Um, Rhydon. Rhydon, of course, is an S tier Pokemon. Very high defense, very high attack. Has speed because uses takedown, so has some speed. Has Horn Drill, with combination with takedown is like more than 3000 damage on a normal Pokemon, so it's extremely hard to kill, to defeat. Normally you have to avoid everything. It's very good. It's the best rock type in the game. There has not too much counters. You need to use like a Blastoise or a grass type like this one to prevent that Pokemon destroys you. It's extremely good, extremely good. Starmie, Starmie is okay. I think it's around here. Could be here if you had the skill, but I don't suggest to use it. Just it's cool to use, but as a water type, this Blastoise is better. Water types in this game are not too good. Has Confuse Ray, but it's not as good a skill. Water Gun is okay, but it's not as good as it should be. Because you can't defeat Rhydon like easily with this Pokemon. You have advantage with this Pokemon against Rhydon because you are water and you are a special attacker. But even with that, if this Pokemon managed to hit you at least 2 hits, you are dead. You are dead. So keep that in mind. So it's not as good as it should be. It doesn't uses the function at this for this Pokemon. This Pokemon should be like a water type that destroys every super effective Pokemon over it. I mean, you, you should be defeating almost every Pokemon like fire, like rock, like ground, but you can't. This is not as good as it should be. So this is Psychic 2. Doesn't have a Psychic move. This is the other problem. Crunch hits you very hard too. Kangaskhan, I don't know. Tangela, I've never tried. I think it's okay, but I don't know. Um, Mr. Mime is the best psychic type in the game. Has a fire type, so dark attacks are not super effective. It's okay. It's a very good Pokemon. Has Magic Leaf as coverage. Has very high attack, very high special attack, very high special defense, decent speed, low defense, but you have reflect and barriers, so you can do a lot of things with that. With reflex, you can avoid skills if you play correctly, because reflex is the only skill in the game that can avoid skills. So if you are going to be like, for example, hit by Swift, you use reflect and you will be safe. And of course gives you defense with barriers, so you can have more than 100 defense with those skills at the same time. It's very good. Has a very big damage, has confusion and psychic, and very good skills. Okay, very good. Best psychic in the game. Electabuzz. Electabuzz is high A tier, almost S tier. If you play correctly, you can destroy almost a team. You will have a struggle with this kind of Pokemon, but in this one, ground types destroy the Electabuzz. The Electabuzz has no chance to kill a ground type. But it's the only this is the only electric type that has Thunder Punch, so it's very good at that at that thing. I really like this Pokemon. You can the strategy is just to use Thunder and Thunderbolt and start running until the CDR's up again, and just with four attacks of them, you will be killing a Pokemon, maybe less if has a quick attack to boost speed. Very good Pokemon. Okay, let's talk about um, Scyther. Scyther is decent, but has not doesn't have stab moves, so it's bad for that. And the typing is not so good, but you can do a lot of damage. It's very fast. That's all, and it has two decent defenses. The only problem is the typing, and that is bad for most fights, to be honest. Um, Jinx, I never tested. I don't know. Pinsir, it's okay. In some matches, it's very decent. You can defeat some Pokemon like Dark types, but that's all. Has a Vice Grip. That is his main skills. Has like and Revenge. Has too much CDR for the skills. It's not good. It's just okay for some matches, and that's all. Okay, Magmar. Magmar is okay too, but that's all. I think Magmar is around here. Um, it's okay. Has Fire Punch and Flamethrower, but just try not to go on a nature that lowers your speed because you are big, and everything can hit you if you are big. So that's all. Um. Okay. Let's see. Taurus. Taurus is very good. It's like the Pokemon has like problems with this kind of Pokemon Rhydon or Steelix, for example. But the thing with this Pokemon is that you have to hit the skills, like tackle and take down, and those are your only skills to hit. So it's hard to use, but whenever you hit, it feels very great because you do a lot of damage. It has a very high damage, but you have to hit, so it's like a skillful Pokemon. Okay, Gyarados. Gyarados is around here. Could be here, maybe. With all of these Pokemon, I don't know. It's around here. It's not as last year because it's weak to electric type, but if you don't play against an electric type, you will destroy everything, everything in your path. So it's good. It's good. I really like this Pokemon. Um, has a very good moveset, very scary Pokemon, to be honest. Has Dragon Dance, an ability that is too overpowered at the moment, so it's very good. This is very good. If you want to use it in PvP, use it because it's extremely good. It's like an over Pokemon, to be honest. So take that in your mind when you when you're going to catch a Magikarp. Use always Adamant because Twister is bad right now. Eevee. All Eevee evolutions are, I don't know. Vaporeon, I don't think it's good, to be honest, but I don't know. Flareon is okay. Could be here if you. Flareon has the same problem that Tauros. It's very skillful Pokemon, has a lot of damage, but it's skillful, so you have to play it correctly. But it's an okay Pokemon. You can do. You can wipe some Pokemon with Flareon if you play correctly. The same as Jolteon. Jolteon can do the same too with Thunder and running away. It's easier with Flareon, to be honest. And if you want an electric type, use one of those two, and that's all. Okay. Um, Espion and Umbreon. Umbreon. Umbreon is here. Is very good against a lot of matches. It's not S tier because it will have problem against some matches, but it's very good. Very good. Of course, you have to take an Umbreon with takedown and bite. Never use it with Confuse Ray because it's not good with Confuse Ray right now. That's all. That's all. Very good Pokemon. Very defensive. Decent attack if you don't have like zero Eeps in attack and has a stab on bite. So it's very good. I like it. I like it. Um, Espion. Espion is decent, but it's not more than decent. Doesn't have a good move pool. That's all. So Espion is decent. It's, it's around here. It's around here. If it gets better move pool, would be like more here. But right now it's here. Just have psychic to do as a stab move, and you will have to take bite and take down. Okay, let's go talk about the fossils. Omanite, it's okay, it's decent. I didn't play too much against it, so I don't know too much. But the time I played was okay. Too slow, but okay. Nothing special to be honest, but could do some things in battle with the water gun. Kabutops is an S tier. It's not like Omastar. Um, Kabuto has a very amazing moveset. Grass type attacks, rock attack, of course are special, but anyways you will hit very hard because you have a stab with a rock type, so you hit more damage. You have a slash as a damage attack. You have harden to give you more defense. You have leer and sand attack. You can do a lot of things. You can recover life with Mega Drain and Absorb. It's pretty insane Pokemon. It's a rock type, so it's hidden. Normal types have problems. This guy can't kill you. Can't. You have just to move and use Absorb and Mega Drain, and you will be full health destroying this Pokemon. Of course, if you face like an Electabuzz, you will die. But facing just a different Pokemon than Electabuzz will be okay. Than an electric type will be very good. You will do a lot of things with that kind of Pokemon. Um, Aerodactyl is another fossil that is very good. I think it has a bad defense, but it's very fast. Has bite, supersonic, takedown. Very if you manage to use it well, you will be in tier S. If you don't use it well, it will be here. Um, so I would put this Pokemon like here. Those three Pokemons are able to be here if you play correctly. Will be a tier S if you play extremely well, but if you don't play extremely well, just are A tier. Okay, let's continue. Snorlax is okay. Um, I don't know right now where it is, to be honest. I think it's good, but it's not extremely good. I think will be at the bottom of high A tier, but that's all. Um, has crunch, so you can do some things and tackle to get the speed. Very high special defense and life, so it's good in some senses. Okay, the birds, the legendary birds. Articuno, S tier, of course. Ice Beam and Power Snow has sensing power, very high attack, very good special defense, can stand an Electabuzz if you play correctly, so it's very good, very good Pokemon. The best ice type in the game. You have a lot of things to you go on a modest one and you will do very great. Zapdos is okay. It's a good electric type Pokemon, has Peck at least, has Thunders, and I think has Zap Cannon too, and Ancient Power, but I'm not sure. Um, but as an electric type, it's not the best. Has just a good typing with a good move, but could be better. And it's not better because Electabuzz and Raichu do the same thing, but better. Um, Moltres is a very interesting fire type because it has ancient power and very high attack. uh, Moltres is around here. It's high A tier too, but could be better. I don't know if it is better than Arcanine. I think because it's a flying type, Arcanine is better. Uh, because of electric types are too boosted in this game. So keep that in mind to play with it. But it's very good Pokemon. I prefer just an Arcanine if I want to fire type. Um, and right now even Charizard could be a deal with different with it with this Pokemon. I don't know. I would have to test it. I don't have a good Charizard to test, so I can't tell you which is the best option. But I think it's good. Okay, Dragonite. Well, Dragonite is the only S class tier Pokemon in the whole game. Has no weaknesses. Um, uh, the only weakness is Charizard because in this game is bugged. So Dragon does non-effective attacks to fire types, but you can defeat any Pokemon in the game with Dragonite. Also, Mr. Mind that is a fire type with just a struggle, so you can do it very well against most of matches, and you can do it very well against Mime because struggle has like 1 second CDR and Mime skills are around 7 and 10 seconds. So uh, so you can do a lot of damage. It's a very good Pokemon, good defenses, good skill, good speed, Dragon Dance and agility. It's very good Pokemon. You won't have problem with it. You can defeat at least one Pokemon with that Pokemon, so it's cool. Mewtwo, I don't know. Mewtwo, I don't know. I don't think it's very good to be honest. Mew, it's okay. If you manage to, it's like it's like here. If you manage to hit ancient power with Mew, you can do some things. It's the same as Celebi, but you have to play around moving. It's like playing like goal, but you have to just move and throw your things and move. You have Mega Punch as coverage, so you can kill some Pokemon. And Psychic is a good skill too. It's okay Pokemon. Could be here if it has another move pool, but or it doesn't. So here it's here it's when it belongs. Okay, Noctowl, good Pokemon to be honest. I don't know where of this list is would be Noctowl. Has a very good moveset, very high special defense, very high life, and it has reflect, so you can avoid things and get a little bit of stretch. It's okay. It's okay. It's more than decent. You can kill some Pokemon with this one, so it's okay. Um, Meganium. I don't know. I think it's bad, but I don't know. This is bad. This is really bad. This is a really bad Pokemon in the game. Very big and fast. But I think Nitans do the same, but better. Feraligatr is an okay Pokemon. It's like here. Yeah, it's like here. Maybe it could be here. I don't know. It has a Screech and Fury Swipe and Slash is good. Has Water Gun, but it's a physical attacker, so it could be nice to go on Adamant or something like that with this Pokemon. It's very big. Has decent speed. Hits hard. It's okay. It's okay. Ladian is bad. Bad moveset, bad stats, bad everything. Don't use it. Um, Ariados has a good moveset, but I never played. I think it has bad stats because of the speed. The speed makes this Pokemon very weak, so I will put there. I think it's like Parasect, but Parasect is like seems like pretty better. I don't know. I'm not sure to be honest. I think I think this is about Pokemon anyways, but um, I've never tried, so I don't know. Misdreavus, it's okay. It's not too good. It's like the bad version of Gengar, but Gengar used to be very good and now is bad, and Miss Draven is very bad. So could do this Pokemon could do something in same situations, but are not for every use. Okay, Scizor is good. Scizor is very good because of the typing, but has um, the problem with Scizor is around here. Scizor, yeah, it's around, yeah, here. The problem with Scizor is that it just has slash and quick attack to hit, so that's a problem. But it's a good Pokemon. If it has Metal Claw, will be an S tier, but right now it's not an S tier. Sneasel, wow, Sneasel is. Oh, where is it? Where I put it? Okay. Oh, I don't know where it. Where is it? Okay, it should be like here. Um, I don't know where is the Sneasel. Let me check a second. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't really know where is the image of the Pokemon. To be honest, he's here. Sneasel. Um, Sneasel is like here. It's like here, around here. It's almost S tier. It's very fast. Has very good coverage with moves. Has Metal Claw, Slash. Very fast Pokemon. Has quick attack to avoid things. Has Swift to prevent some matches. You can face a Rhydon if you have the good if you have a skill. You could be like here, but the thing is that this Pokemon is too squishy. So I think Dojo could be just better than Sneasel, but that's a very good Pokemon. So all those tiers are very good Pokemon. This is almost S tier. Very good Pokemon in this game right now, and it's a dark type. You can survive Crunch and Bite a lot. Steelix, I play against one. It's just decent but too slow. That's all. Never played against more than one, so I don't know too much about it. Shockle, I don't know. I don't think it's good, but I don't know. I think it's too slow. Stantler, I don't know. Um, Raikou, Raikou is it's okay. It's here, but has slow animations. Has very good attacks, but slow animations. And doesn't have Thunderbolt, just Thunder and Subcannon. If this Pokemon gets Thunderbolt, will be like here. Like no, like here, to be honest, here. But because has only Thunder, it's like here. And they need to solve about the animation of this Pokemon is very slow. Piloswine, I think is bad, but I don't know. Never tried one. Um, okay, Entei. Entei, it's decent, but that's all. Could be better, but if it doesn't, it needs crunch. With crunch, will be like here, but without crunch, it's like here. Suicuna, no, I don't know. Tyranitar is an S tier. It's like a better Nidoqueen, to be honest. Has Nidoqueen has some uses just against electric type, but this has uses for almost every Pokemon in the game. The only problem with this one is just fighting types, but that's all. It's a very good Pokemon. You can defeat almost every Pokemon in the game. Has a very high attack. Has a Screech, Leer, and you can Crunch Bite. It's absolutely amazing and outstanding damage. I think this Pokemon is around here. Okay. Lugia. I play against Lugia. I think it's here because has two Swift and Ho. I don't know. I never played against it. Celebi. I think it's like Mew, so it will be like this place. But that's all. That's all the list of Pokemon to the game. So it's really nice uh, to have some list of PvP Pokemon. Well, these are the list one. I suggest to go on S tier, high A tier, or to get to get your team. Those are the best Pokemons in the game. Maybe these ones have some uses if you want to manage to use in a team, but B tier and below don't use those Pokemon. This one I don't suggest to use any one of these. I don't think any one of these is good. So just go tier S or high tier or low tier A. That's all. Well, that's all, and thank you for seeing the video. I hope it helps you. I'm sorry if it is too long, but okay, that's all.